I'm Fred Cunningham, and welcome to First Responder Friday on WSPA+. Every Friday on 7 News, we profile law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMS, 911 operators, and many other professionals in the Carolinas who respond in times of an emergency. Let's meet some of the people who have devoted their lives to service and run towards trouble when the rest of us are trying to get out of the way. Matthew Tinsley is 20 years old. That sounds young for a firefighter, but he's got lots of experience. He trained at the Emergency Services Academy in Spartanburg County while living at the Trinity Fire Department in Woodruff. That meant there wasn't much time to sleep.
A lot of people don't have the experience living in a firehouse. It was a lot of nights waking up at 3 in the morning to run a call and having to, hurry back and get dressed, take a shower, and head straight to the academy.
He was in the market looking for a job at that time, so that just gave him the know of our fire department, and it was somewhat an interview in itself that we got to know Matthew Tinsley at night, and he was training during the day.
It was challenging, but I was getting an experience that nobody else in that class was doing.
The experience paid off, with Tinsley being hired immediately after 8 weeks of training. Tinsley comes from a family of people who serve. A father was in the Army, his brother a police officer, his sister a nurse. But just because he got the job with Trinity Fire, that doesn't mean he spends time on the couch.
I made sure to always be the guy that's working. If somebody was doing something, that means I need to be doing something. And if nobody was doing anything, that's my place to wash the dishes, take out the trash. I made sure every night when it was time to do house chores that I was doing it while everybody else was taking a break, and I was making sure I got it all done. So, paying my dues.
And Vance Mahaffey's here from Benson Hyundai. He's got a presentation.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire community, we want to thank you for what you do for all of us. I have a small token of our appreciation. And
thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And that is First Responder Friday. And as our zip trip rolls on here in Pacolet, it is also First Responder Friday. We're joined by the fire chief here in Pacolet, Heath Brown. And you are a native of this town. And it sounds to me like you had something happen during your life that inspired you to become a firefighter.
Yes, sir. When I was a child, I was here at our elementary school, Pacolet Elementary. And one day we had a fire in the art room. And on that day, I watched the Pacolet Fire Department respond, handle the incident, and I knew then that's what I wanted to do, was become a fireman.
And you became a fireman, and we also want to show the fact that it's a family affair for you, because you've got a big brown family element to firefighting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So of course, I'm a member, and all 3 of my sons are members of the fire department as well.
You've got, what, one's a full-time?
Well, one is old enough to be certified, and the younger 2 are their junior firemen here at Pacolet.
That's terrific. Going to have a whole career out of that. That's tremendous. A nice dynasty right there. Let's talk about this fire department and how it serves this town, and just give me some of the particulars.
Yes, sir. Like I said earlier, our fire district is 31 square miles. We offer fire protection, also rescue services. And of course, we run car wrecks and any other kind of needs the citizens have here in the Pacolet area.
And one of the things we always like to do is try to make it so we see firefighters with the lights off and not on, and you do some preventative measures.
That is correct. Of course, we if you don't have a working smoke detector in your home, we'll come out and put one up for you. And also any kind of fire prevention needs like cooking safety, home safety, exits in your home, ways to get out, and have that plan just in case of an emergency.
Can you go a little further about that plan? Because I don't know if a lot of people really think about that, and it's something that's easy to do, but it's very, very important.
That is correct. Basically, just have a plan. That way, if you have a fire or an emergency at your home, you know how to get out, you know your exit pass, you have a meeting place outside the home. That way you can account for everyone and make sure everyone is out, and then, of course, have a way of contacting 911 so we can be on the way.
Pacolet Fire Chief Heath Brown, thanks for being here with both Pacolet Fire and Spartanburg Fire as well.
Yes, sir.
We know you wear a couple of hats. That is First Responder Friday. For 38 years, Captain Mark Berry has been with the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office. He started in 1986, and back then, deputies had to pay for just about everything, even their guns.
The only thing the sheriff's office actually assigned to us were our uniforms, just a shirt and pants.
Barry moved up from the field to detective until 2004. That's when newly elected Sheriff Chuck Wright made him one of his captains. And when the sheriff's office moved soon after, the headquarters turned into Barry's responsibility.
The biggest thing I had to adapt to was I was a facility director. Now that we had our own building, that was never part of the job description. So heating, air, maintenance, little things like that, anything that went with the building fell under me.
When he started, there were around 130 officers on staff. Today, there's 360. Now, after nearly 4 decades of service, Captain Barry will retire soon. His father was an FBI agent. Barry wanted to be one too, until Spartanburg won him over.
Back then, the FBI would send you to, like they call it, the Big 12, Miami, Kansas City, New York, LA. That wasn't a fun picture seeing myself raising 2 kids in one of those cities. And I liked where I worked, I liked the people I worked with, and I was in Spartanburg, but this was the right job for me. I don't have any regrets.
And that's First Responder Friday. Fred Cunningham, 7 News. As you can see, these stories are just a way for us to say thank you to the men and women who are our local first responders. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, more of the people and stories that make up First Responder Friday. Welcome back to 7 News First Responder Friday, right here on WSPA+. We'll continue now with the stories of our brave local first responders and how they serve our communities. Take a look. This Zip Trip Friday, it's also First Responder Friday. I'm joined by the Fire Chief, Jimmy Smith, here in the town of Cunningham. First of all, thanks for being here. And second of all, thank you for 29 years as the Fire Chief and 53 years with the Fire Department. You are the longest serving city employee here.
That's correct.
Man,
That's correct.
They're very impressive. Now, the good news is you weren't working here when this fire truck first showed up on the job. What is this vehicle?
This is a 1944 Peter Persh truck. It was ordered in 1941, and because of the war, we had to enter into a lottery to get it. So it took until 44 to get it, and it served not all front line, but it served as an active truck until 1973.
Wow.
And we sold it to another town, and then they wanted to get rid of it, so we bought it back and restored it.
That's terrific. So wonder what, use it for parades, that kind of thing now?
Use it for parades and caisson truck, if that need ever comes up, and fire prevention. The truck still functions and pumps just the way it did in 1944.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, we got some more modern equipment over here. Let's walk over this way, and we've also got a couple of your firefighters here as well. Introduce me to these 2 gentlemen.
Yeah, this is Captain Gabriel Walker, and Gabriel's he's over all our maintenance, and he's one of our full-time firefighters.
Okay.
And this is Engineer Kenny Webster. And Kenny is also one of our full-time firefighters.
That's terrific. And of course, you got the modern piece of equipment, obviously. Tell me a little bit about, the capabilities of your fire department and the kind of coverage area and everything that you do.
Well, we cover everything in the town limits. We cover 4.2 square miles. We're a busy fire department. We run between 1,600 and 1,800 calls a year.
Wow.
We do a lot of our own compliance work. We do city zoning. We do ordinance compliance and fire code enforcement. We also do a lot of rescue work. We do auto extrication, high angle rescue, low angle rescue, swift water rescue, and on top of fighting fires.
Wow, you've got to be a versatile department. We're running out of time here. Just a real quick thing about, I know you want to do a lot of fire prevention. What kind of programs do you like to do here to try to prevent having to be called out?
We love to get out into the community. We have a fire safe house, a smoke house we take out to the schools and let the kids go through it. We love to teach that group, but we also go into adults. We go to senior citizen functions. We go to different apartment complexes in town and teach fire safety for them.
Terrific. Chief Jimmy Smith, these gentlemen here from the Cunningham Fire Department, thank you for being here this morning, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
We're having to make that knock on the door at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and tell someone that they lost their loved one.
The Greenville County Coroner's Office has to keep track of deaths, but they're using this substance abuse information trailer to help save lives. It's welcomed more than 4,000 visitors since it was launched more than a year ago. You'll see it at churches and schools, along with other community events, and it's interactive. Wild card.
Wild card. All right, so what's the leading drug that we see right now throughout the county that may result in death?
I would think fentanyl.
You're right, fentanyl, and we're talking a drug that you may only use one time, and you may not even know it's there. Something as small as 3 grains of salt is enough to kill someone.
And the coroner's office is seeing way too many deaths from fentanyl. It was in the hundreds in 2020, 258 last year, and more than 300 so far in 2022.
We're seeing cases where someone's first time trying something with fentanyl being involved, and they have no idea if fentanyl's in there or not. And they try it once, and they end up dying. This one's an interactive set that shows you the different vision changes that you may go through under the influence of an opioid. And these are alcohol goggles, one being daytime, the other being nighttime, to show you the effects of driving under the influence.
This trailer isn't here just to educate people on dangerous drugs. It's here for people who need help immediately.
If someone came up and they wanted help or assistance, we don't push those people away. We don't say, okay, we'll go to the Phoenix Center on Monday. Phoenix Center staff's actually able to start the process of getting them help right away.
And Vance Mahaffey's here from Benson Hyundai with a special presentation.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire community, we want to thank you for your service and what y'all do for everyone. And we have a small token of our appreciation. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Thank you to Benson. Thank you to Channel 7 for recognizing the mobile abuse trailer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, gentlemen. And that is First Responder Friday. Zip trip in Cowpens. It's going to be another great day here today because the Mighty Move Festival is going on. It's also First Responder Friday. Chief Wayne Meredith is here from the Cowpens Police Department. Thanks for waking up so early to be with us this morning. Tell me a little bit about this festival and what it means for your department. This is probably one of your biggest events of the year.
This is probably our biggest event of our year. We have a lot of community come out. We work with area first responders here with the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office, the fire departments. It's a huge event for our department.
And what do you want people to think about when they come to the festival to enjoy it?
Ultimately, we just want everyone to come out and enjoy the festivals, enjoy the parade, enjoy their families. We'll work with other first responders and we'll keep them safe here this weekend.
It's going to be a great time for everybody. Tell me a little bit about your department.
Our department, we have 10 men and women who work here and serve our community here. And like I said, we always work with the other local departments that are close by. As kind of we form a group to keep the community safe here.
Mighty Move Festival, obviously your biggest event of the year. You've also got some community work that you do as well during the year, toy drives. Tell us a little about some of the other things
we do. A couple different things. Every other Wednesday we do Meals on Wheels here in the city.
Wow.
Where we deliver Meals on Wheels. We always do a school drive, backpack drive. We work with District 3 on those and getting stuff for the children for school. We also do a toy drive in December. For all the children and stuff in our community.
Tell me a little bit about this community you serve.
You know, we love our community. Cowpens is a close-knit group, close family. Everyone's family here. Everyone knows everybody. So we enjoy our community.
That is terrific. Chief Meredith, we thank you so much for being with us today and waking up early. And we always want to honor the men and women of your department and all of our first responders every Friday.
Thank you, Fred.
All right, thank you very much, Chief. We're going to take a short break from our stories of these amazing heroes. Stick around for more First Responder Friday right here on WSPA Plus. It's a privilege and an honor to get the opportunity to bring you these stories of our local heroes, those who choose to put their lives on the line or simply choose to be there for us when we need them most. Here are some more stories from our First Responder Fridays. This team pedals with a purpose. The Greenville Police Department bike team was started less than 3 years ago. Its job is mainly to control crowds at large gatherings downtown, from marches and protests to big events like the Red, White, and Blue Festival, and they're pretty easy to find.
Uniforms are colorful, they're bright, we love being out, and it's so much easier to engage with the community and talk to people from a bicycle than it is in a car, and it's so much more effective than on foot, where you can talk to a lot of people, see a lot of people, cover a lot of distance. But people generally, they'll talk to us, smile, wave. Kids like to see us out there riding bicycles, and it's a really great community policing tool.
It's a big team with 29 members. Every officer must complete a 40-hour course, and the Greenville Police Bike Team has 5 certified instructors to teach them. And that means working on the basics, like starting to move from a dead stop.
It's hard to get 30 people to all do the same thing at the same time. It's kind of like synchronized dance or choreography, where you have to really train and get people to understand why it's important. The team moves together, we bike together, we stay in line together. It's a safety factor, first of all, so we're not all spread out all over the road, and so we keep the team together and not have stragglers off, lagging behind.
You'll see these officers on bikes downtown, patrolling the Swamp Rabbit Trail, any place where police on bikes are more effective than officers on foot.
It looks great, it looks professional, it looks really good from the outside, just me standing here and watching them work. Very proud of where we've gotten this team in 2.5 years.
And Vance Mahaffey's here from Benson Hyundai with a special presentation.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire Greenville community, we want to thank you for your service and thank you for what you do, and this is a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
And that is First Responder Friday. In Travelers Rest, and we are joined from the Travelers Rest Fire and Rescue. It's Captain Lee Perkins. Thanks for being up with us early this morning. First of all, you're from this area generally. Tell me how you got into the fire service.
So I started as a volunteer with actually Dacusville, a little small community, and then had an opportunity. Didn't really have any intention of being a full-time paid firefighter, but I had an opportunity with Travelers Rest and took it almost 20 years ago.
About 20 years. It may have been a smaller town then, but this place has really exploded. How has the fire department been able to keep pace with that?
Of course, we had to add manpower for call volume. Our call volume's probably doubled, in the past few years. And just staying trained and staying up on top of all of our equipment to make sure we can protect the citizens of Travelers Rest.
One thing that your department has in common with some departments, but not a lot, and that would be dealing with the Swamp Rabbit Trail. It's great, but during the summer, I know you get a lot of walkers and bikers and runners.
Absolutely. So we just say during this time of year, stay hydrated, follow the signs that are on the trail, and if you do need help, we do have a Polaris Ranger that we can come on the trail and assist you if you need anything.
You did mention that you're trying to always looking for new people. If anybody wants to apply, what should they do?
Absolutely. You can stop by the fire station. Our travelersrestsc.com is our email address, our web address, and they can fill out an application there online.
Well, we appreciate what you do, and we want to give you a special presentation. Here is Vance Mahaffey from Benson Hyundai.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire community, we want to thank you for what you do in your service and have a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you so much.
All right. So for Captain Perkins and Vance, I'm Fred, and that is First Responder Friday.
We're going to make sure that airway is open.
Where will the next generation of emergency medical techs come from?
11, 12, 13.
One place is here at the Spartanburg EMS Academy.
We have progressed in the treatments and the medications and interventions that we can provide for these patients so that we can have more of the life-saving skills right there as soon as we get there, and we're not having to wait the 15 or 20 minute transport time to get to the hospital.
Tiffany Ledbetter has 16 years experience as an EMT and paramedic. 2 years ago, she became the Academy's training coordinator. People are hired and are paid as they go through a 7-week course. In 12 weeks, they can be certified EMTs in Spartanburg County.
When they come in the door, we hit the ground running that very first day, and they are here Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, and we are covering a lot of material.
Yes, sir. They kind of feed you to the wolves around here. You get your feet in the fire, but it's a good thing if that's what you're looking to do.
Boyd Shipman was a machinist for 20 years, but made the move to EMT training inspired by his other job, being a volunteer firefighter.
Firefighter's my #1 calling. I love it. It's what I like to do. I'm a hose dragger for life, but I think I found like a second career where I can work at my fire department and I can work with the EMS. So I kind of like that. They kind of go hand in hand. If you like helping people, this is kind of where you want to be.
The first class put 26 EMTs on duty in Spartanburg County in January 2022. Another 18 joined them this past January.
We're going to work on these rescue breathing, so whoever is going to take airway.
And this class is on track to produce another 26 by early May. And Malik Burton and Jay Barton are here. They're from Benson Hyundai with a presentation.
We like to show a small token of our appreciation on behalf of the Benson family with our gift.
Thank you so much.
And thank you. And that is First Responder Friday. If it was up to these high school students from Greenville County, they'd spend more time with the Wade Hampton Fire Department than in class. As it stands, they're already here for half the day, learning how to become firefighters.
We try to get them as fully involved as possible. So they get on the trucks, they run the calls, we get them involved in training, day-to-day activities, meetings. We try to enlighten them on what the fire service is really about day to day.
Natalia, Landon, and Tamil don't come from first responder families, but once they got this option from the Golden Strip Career Center, they're now all in.
I just really wanted like a physically demanding job, you know, something that wasn't the same thing every day, like a 9 to 5, because you never really know what you're walking into with this kind of job.
I chose welding, but the class filled up, so they put me in firefighting, and I ended up enjoying it, so I went back for the second year this year.
Once you hear the alarm and the tones and stuff, like we were driving on the opposite side of the road, which is actually pretty nice. It's, like the adrenaline is crazy.
The firefighting class has been available for a few years, but getting the hands-on experience with the Wade Hampton Fire Department is new. And for the Career Center, it can help get rid of something old.
I think that there's still been some of a stigma about career centers, even when I was growing up, that it's for those kids. And we like to joke about who were those kids. Those kids are the ones who want to make money, who want to have great skills and great training to be productive citizens in our community and to give back.
They're able to graduate high school with all their certifications. So I had to go to the South Carolina Fire Academy, which there's nothing wrong with, but I was there for 7 weeks, still had bills to pay while I was there. These kids are able to graduate high school, trained, especially doing on-the-job training like they're getting to do now.
And Vance Mahaffey's here from Benson Hyundai. He's got a special presentation.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire Wade Hampton community, we want to thank you for what you do and your team, and we have a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you, sir.
And that is First Responder Friday. Those are just some of the people who chose careers with one goal in mind: to help others. You can see new editions of First Responder Friday every week on 7 News in our morning and afternoon newscasts. You can also find all of our previous profiles in the First Responder Friday section of WSPA.com and the 7 News app. And join us here for more episodes of First Responder Friday on WSPA+. I'm Fred Cunningham, and we'll see you next time.